Hello, today is May 7th, and today I'm going to put on foundation, which is a really big deal for me. In therapy, she wants me to wear makeup, just slowly kind of bring myself back into wearing makeup and stuff. And so today's the day that it's been almost 2 months since I haven't worn makeup. And I'm a little intimidated, I'm a little scared, but we're gonna do this. I'm gonna get my passion back, and so here's what my skin looks like at the moment. Here's a little bit better because it kind of puts that filter on even though I don't turn it on. I've still been getting massive cysts on my chin. I've been breaking out horribly in between my eyebrows. And that's kind of what my skin looks like right now. Like I said, I haven't worn makeup in 2 months. Been doing skincare, and my skin is still horrible. So I kind of wanted to say, like, it's not makeup that can break you out sometimes. So I don't know. So that's what my skin looks like. Not looking the best, but here we go. So today is May 14th, and today is the first day that I'm wearing eyeshadow in 2 months, so let's see how this goes. This is a big step for me. I did my makeup, went kind of crazy, but one small step to getting back on the channel, getting back to doing makeup, getting back to doing something I used to love doing. I have never been so nervous for a video before. My heart is pounding. I'm like trembling. Probably can't see. I'm freaking out really bad right now. Hello everyone, my name is Shweihninzy, and I have depression. Why am I crying? This is so much harder than it looks. I'm freaking out right now. Okay. It's fine. You're okay. This is gonna be okay. There's a lot of drama going on YouTube right now, and my reason for coming back is not because of that whatsoever. So I apologize if the timing of this just isn't fabulous, because it's not, but it has nothing to do with any of that drama. I'm not looking for any pity or anything like that. This is an exercise for me to be okay to come back on YouTube. This is a trial run. This is a step for me that is extremely, extremely hard. I was really looking forward to filming. I felt good enough to film, and once I started setting up my camera and everything like that, everything just kind of like started to boil within me, and here I am right now. I don't know how well this video will go together, and that's something that I need to be okay with. I need to be okay that this isn't perfect, and I need to be okay that this isn't going to go how I planned in my head. I need to be okay with coming back in any way, shape, or form, because I do miss YouTube. I miss you guys a lot. and the fear of coming back was stronger than me missing filming. So I'm not sure where my vlog clips are gonna go in, but I have not worn makeup in 2 months, and that is something that has never happened to me my entire life. I've never been somebody who's been too sad, too anxious, too angry, any kind of negative emotion. I've never been someone to use that negative emotion and not wear makeup. I've never had that emotion be so strong where I couldn't wear makeup. And when I stopped losing the passion, the ambition to film and to wear makeup, that's when I knew something was really wrong. If you followed me, I actually used to have another YouTube channel titled Shweihninzy, which is my Burmese name. The name is from Myanmar. My father's from Myanmar, so my name is Burmese, and that is where my name, comes from. Means golden rose, which is the title of my YouTube channel. This is the first video that you've seen of mine. Hello, my name is Shweihninzy, and I usually start out my videos by addressing that I have acne, which I still do. I'm still suffering from acne, and I took 2 months, not on purpose, kind of by accident, and it just happened. I took 2 months not wearing makeup, and my acne is still the same. It has not gotten any better. It's not gotten any worse, but it has not improved despite wearing makeup. Not wearing makeup, despite not wearing makeup, excuse me. So on that other channel that I had, if you had followed me, I'm no longer active on that channel, so it's completely different. It's not makeup related at all. And on that channel, during that time of filming, I was experiencing and going through a lot of traumatizing things. I was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder in August of 2016 after a very traumatizing event. I didn't know that I had been living with PTSD since 2011 from another event that had happened in my life. It just was undiagnosed. And another event happened, and that's when I went in to seek help from a professional, and I was diagnosed with PTSD, and they had told me I've probably had this for quite a long time. And once that kind of hit the floor, once that kind of was told to me, I became overwhelmed, didn't really know how to function, couldn't be in public, all that jazz. Went through therapy for 2 years, and it kind of came to a point where I wasn't getting any better, but I wasn't doing worse. I kind of had just accepted what had happened to me, and there we were. I was living life. That's that. And that brings us to 2018, when everything started to kind of fall apart again. And while all that was happening, I decided to do this beauty channel and use it as an outlet, as a creative space to go to kind of just do me. I was working at the time, and I had this kind of as like my hobby, kind of a little fun thing that I could do on the side, and it kind of blew up. It became an amazing space where all of us could come together and talk about makeup, talk about skin, but it was also a very negative place because people felt that they could tell me what I was doing wrong with my skin, and that was very difficult for me. It didn't affect me as much as I thought it would, because I realized those people don't know what I have done for my skin, and a lot of the suggestions that were made were things that I had already done, and I don't need to be explaining myself to every single person. I do explain a lot in a lot of my videos, and I just felt like, you know, I don't need to explain myself to everyone. Nobody knows what actually happens behind closed doors. Nobody knows what happens besides what I film, so I'm okay with that. And when you have PTSD or anxiety, you don't have to have PTSD to experience panic attacks. And at the time I had anxiety as well, on top of the PTSD, and I had depression that was undiagnosed as well. I didn't know that I was experiencing all of these things. I started having panic attacks a lot more frequently than I had ever had before. I started having them out in public. I started having them in restaurants, at people's houses, in my own home. I was having them everywhere. I was having them at my boyfriend's house. I was just having them no matter whether I was in a safe place or an unsafe place. An unsafe meaning like out in public. Like, I don't feel safe in public. I feel very anxious when I'm out in public. If you have anxiety, you kind of understand that. So that's what I'm referring to as like an unsafe place. So at my boyfriend's house, you know, I feel fine, I'm with him, and I'd still have panic attacks. I was having them at least once a week, or sometimes a couple times. It got to that point. And I was being pushed by my family and from my boyfriend, you need to get help. And I was like, I do need help. I have that desire to get help, but at that point I had already given up. And I had already just told myself, like, what's the point? I already feel really bad. What's the point of even trying anymore? I've hit such a low that I can't pull myself back up. And I'd uploaded a video, I think in November, or December, January, I can't remember, of this year, somewhere in that time frame, explaining to you guys how I'd been feeling. And that was really, really therapeutic for me. I thank you guys for listening to what I had to say, and a lot of you guys have told me that you feel the same way, and that is so sad, but also comforting as well. We're all going through different things, and you don't know what's going on in someone's life unless they tell you, unless you know them personally. You don't know what's going on. And that video was extremely difficult for me, but I think I just needed to tell somebody what was going on. And that helped, and I appreciate and thank you guys for listening to that. But from that point on, things just kept getting increasingly worse. I started to become very angry. I became more fearful, more anxious, more just all over the place, to the point where I couldn't control my emotions anymore. I was not the person that I thought I was. I was not the person that I used to be at all. In March, I had that huge transformation video, which I had such a joy filming and such a joy doing. I really, really loved that. And while that was being edited and uploaded, I was in Houston, Texas, which I had mentioned. And during that time, I had a panic attack in a restaurant in another state without my mom or my dad there to help me. It was just my boyfriend and I, and that freaked me out so much. I'm back at the hotel. Dinner had to be cut short because I had a panic attack in the restaurant, a really bad one. It's doing really well. And I'm recording this because, you know, I'm not %100 better, and, you know, people have slip-ups and stuff, and it's okay to have those. And, you know, I did my best, but I just couldn't handle it, so my baby, my butter helped me a lot. Thank you. Appreciate it. And I'm just doing a mask. This is the Aztec clay mask. It is a life saver for my skin. Sneak peek into one of my favorite products. And ever since coming back from that trip in March, I gave up. Again, I had the desire. Anxiety, you know, you feel like if you don't do something, something bad's gonna happen. But then if you do something, something bad's gonna happen. But then on top of that, the depression tells you why even try to begin with. There's no point anymore. Why? And I just kept battling that all the time, and I just stopped wearing makeup. Every single day I woke up, I showered, at least, washed my face to take care of my skin, but I never put makeup on. I didn't touch my makeup, I didn't look at it, I didn't do anything. And I didn't do that for 2 months. And when I realized my passion, the one thing that I felt like I had left in my life, once that was gone, I knew something was extremely wrong. And I expressed to my mom, I need to go to therapy, I need help, I need to talk to somebody. Yeah, she'd say, okay, let's get it started, and I would just fight her, and I'm like, no, what am I talking about? Nobody's gonna be able to help me, nobody's gonna be able to do anything. And I just kept fighting her, and I'm like, just do it, because I'm gonna give up. And if you've been through therapy or started therapy or know anything about that, you know how hard it is to just go, to even make the appointment. You know how difficult that is and how scary that is to just make the appointment. And then once you do, to actually show up and not chicken out. Like, I was terrified to go. I'm so thankful I had my boyfriend go with me in my first time. So I've now had several sessions of therapy. And one of the biggest things we talked about was YouTube. I know it sounds really silly, but that was one of the things that we talked about. And I'm just proud of myself that I'm even able to talk to you guys right now. Editing it is going to be a whole nother challenge. Today is May 24th, I think. Yeah, today is the 24th, so I don't know when this is going to get uploaded. I don't even know where I was going with that thought, but I've done so much to get to this point, and I'm proud of myself. The first challenge was to put makeup on. I think I've worn it a total of 5 or 6 times since May 7th. My therapist keeps telling me, okay, I need you to wear makeup at least 3 times in 1 week. You know, start out with, okay, wear it once, wear it twice, now wear it 3 times. And instead of just fixating on my makeup being perfect and like having to film and all these things, I'm just trying to find that passion and just that joy in doing makeup. So now I just take my time doing my eyeshadow, I take my time doing all that, and now I feel okay. Like, I'm like, okay, it's fine. It's okay to do makeup. Nothing's bad is gonna happen. You're okay. And I wanted to come back on YouTube, but I felt like I needed to come back in a certain way. I needed to come back, I don't know. I needed to come back somehow in this perfect way so that you guys would accept me and so that you guys would understand. But that's never gonna happen. In my brain, that's just, that perfect way of coming back is never gonna happen. And today I decided, you know what? Just frickin' do it. What is the worst thing that could happen? And here I am. I'm gonna come back. I appreciate you guys so much for sticking with me. I have over 120,000 subscribers now. My mind is blown. I cannot believe that. You all are amazing, and I just appreciate your support so much. I have so many video ideas just in my head, and I just can't do them, and that frustrates the crap out of me. If you know that, or if you understand kind of what it's like having anxiety and depression, it's just this ongoing battle. They're both complete polar opposites, and you're just struggling. So when I did go back to therapy, I was diagnosed with anxiety and major depression, on top of everything. It's just like layer after layer, all these things. I'm not telling you guys to have pity for me at all. I'm telling you because I'm not okay. And it's gonna take me some time. But I'm back. And I just thank you guys for your support. And I just really hope that we can continue this journey this year. Thank you. Bye.